Yo, yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of From Grateful to Greatness Live. I am your host, Mario Kaleo, and every episode begins, of course, with me being grateful. So, I'm grateful for my wife, my family, my friends, everybody who follows me on social media, all of you for taking the time to watch these videos, and God and the universe for allowing your boy another day on this planet to talk to you. So, I am taking a little break from Ubering around and such. Hey, Heidi, what is going on? But, I wanted to talk about, today I wanted to talk about next level versus same level. I want to talk about getting rid of the word if in your vocabulary. I want to talk about ditching the doubts. I want to talk about all that good stuff. And I want to talk about kind of embracing your crazy ideas. Not the crazy ideas you have about killing your husband or anything like that. But I do mean like the crazy ideas you have about how far you think you can actually push yourself. I've been talking a lot lately on videos and in posts about my, I'm gonna move so people don't think I'm crazy, which, hey, it's kind of funny. That's what we're talking about, right? But not that this is the bad kind of crazy. They're gonna think I'm talking to myself. That's not good. That's not a good kind of crazy. That's bad. What I want to talk about, though, is like lately I've been talking a lot about my crazy ultimate dream, my ultimate goal of being in American Ninja Warrior shape and being able to jump around and all that crazy shit those guys can do, right? And I've been working towards it, and I've even started revving things up a little bit. And I in my mind I see it. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Those of you that read my book, you remember there's a chapter about visualization. When I first started all this stuff with weight loss, all I would think about every time I was on the treadmill was running up the Rocky steps. That was literally all I would, I thought about that constantly. And I thought about hitting my goal weight constantly. And eventually, I was eventually at the top of the Rocky steps looking out. Hey, what's up, Piggy? I was eventually one day at the top of those steps looking out at Philadelphia. And I was eventually at my goal weight, and I saw it. And now with this new goal, it's not new really, but through many ups and downs in the last couple years, thank you, I appreciate it. I finally just have this feeling of like, all right, man, like I'm just letting that, I'm not letting it go, but I am leaving it behind for a while and moving on to the next chapter. And lately, that's all I've been thinking about is just visualizing me on that American Ninja Warrior course, me jumping around, me being able to do all the exercises those guys can do. And that's all I've been thinking about, visualizing it. That is literally all I've been thinking about, all I've been seeing in my head while I'm at the gym. And God, I gotta tell you, it feels so good to have that level of obsession and focus again. And it really is exciting to me. But, at the same time, I'm not stupid enough or delusional enough to not know that people probably think like maybe you're reaching too high this time. Maybe this is something you can't do. Maybe this is beyond what you're capable of. What's up, Komodo? How you doing, man? And I personally, I love it. I love the thought that people think what I'm doing is crazy or what I'm aspiring to do is crazy. I love the thought that even my own self will be like, man, this might be too much. You might be taking it too far. Because I love proving myself to myself. I love proving myself wrong. I love proving other people wrong. But more so myself than anything. And I honestly love the fact that, this is a crazy, it is crazy taking notes. You're funny, Heidi. This goal is crazy. It's insane. Like, you know, what are the odds that I can actually make this happen? I have no fucking clue. I really don't, but I do know this. I know that every fiber of my being is telling me I can make it happen. Like, every part of me, my soul, my heart, is telling me, like, this isn't about when, this isn't about if, this isn't about maybe, this is about when. This is about when I make this happen, when I make this a reality. I have eliminated the idea of an if about this goal from my mentality. And I gotta tell you guys, like, there's just something to be said about having that level of confidence in what you're able to do. There's a different kind of energy. And I've been saying this since the moment I wrote my book, Live an Ifless Life. Live an Ifless Life. You know, eliminate the word if from your vocabulary when it pertains to your goals. You know, I'm not one of these people that's like, you can't say if. You know, obviously we're being realistic here. But when it comes to the goals that matter most to you, you have to eliminate if from your vocabulary. You have to eliminate I hope, maybe, we'll see, someday, blah, blah. You know, like, you have to eliminate these kinds of thoughts and feelings from who you are and how you behave. And I gotta tell you, when you do, something happens where your actions start to match your thinking process. You start doing things that are, and it doesn't feel like it's a big hassle either. I got up this morning at 3:45, went and did fasted cardio. You know, yesterday I meal prepped. I prepped my breakfast for this morning. You know, I made a shake. I did all these things that normally would feel like a fucking hassle. And they didn't at all. It felt like totally like, all right, let's just do this. This is what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I got up, did fasted cardio, went to work, and I got to go back to the gym later and do more cardio and do some abs and core work. But it's like none of it is seeming like a big burden right now. Like, none of it's seeming like a hassle. There's a guy in the car next to me looking at me like I'm insane. It's kind of funny. He has this funny look on his face, like, is this guy talking to himself? But really, don't be afraid to be crazy. Like, don't be afraid to go after these crazy dreams of yours. Don't be afraid to, like, let go of the idea that everything you try to do has to be, you know, in a super duper attainable. Like, let go of that idea. Start chasing a couple dreams that maybe seem like they're beyond your reach. That maybe seem like they might be too much for you to attain. Because I mean, I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just a product of me quitting smoking cold turkey and losing weight and writing a book and all the stuff I've done. Maybe it's just the fact that I understand that when I really want to do something and I take the word if out of my vocabulary where it's concerned, I've made it happen. So maybe it's just a product of that. Maybe it's the fact that I know what the steps are to achieve a massive goal. And I know what it takes to make those things happen. And I know the kind of confidence and belief and faith that you have when you start, you know, when you stop having these doubt kind of thoughts in your head. Now, I mean, nobody's perfect. You're going to have you're going to have doubts. It's going to happen. You're going to have fears. You're going to have days. You're going to have moments where you question, are you able to do this? Like, you're going to have those kind of moments where you, hey, Sam, you're going to have these kind of moments where you think maybe this is too much. Maybe I can't do this. But, you know, for me, like I said, once I started taking if out of the equation and started to just say to myself, like, this Ninja Warrior thing, right? It's fucking insane. Like, I'm not delusional. I look at the grand plan and I'm like, it's a crazy dream. It's a crazy goal. But I also know that I've had other goals that seemed crazy and I achieved them. No problem, Heidi. Thank you. Thanks, Harvey. And you know, I've had these big time goals that seemed really out of reach and seemed kind of insane, and I achieved them, you know, and I did that by removing doubts and eliminating the thought of failure. And I did, and like I said, once you do that, something happens to your actions and your confidence. Something changes within. Like, you're not just, you start doing things that it almost feels like instinct. Like, you're not just like, you know, trying so hard to do these things. You're not trying so hard to eat right. You're not trying so hard to fucking, you know, have more belief in yourself. You're not trying so hard to go to the gym. And this pertains to all your dreams. I don't care what it is. Even if you're trying to learn to become a better guitar player. Like, if you're sitting there thinking that, oh, if I make this happen, or oh, when I become a better guitar player, it's like, nah, man, like, it's not if. It's when. You know, I think I probably just said when. I might be fucking my own shit up, but you guys get the point. It's live, man. There's no editing. But, you know, if you start thinking to yourself, when I become a badass guitar player, man, I can't wait, because I'm going to do all these great shows, and I'm going to be playing in front of people, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to be well known, and your actions are going to start to mirror that. Because if you're constantly saying, well, if I become a great guitar player someday, you know, if that happens, we'll see. Your actions are going to kind of mirror that mentality. You're going to practice, you know, when you feel like it. You know, if you're feeling up to it, yeah, you'll practice, whatever. But if in your mind, you are saying, when I become a badass guitar player, your actions are going to start to mirror that belief a little bit more. And I know that for a fact, because when I almost died and I eliminated if from my vocabulary as it pertained to my goal of weight loss and staying off of cigarettes, I was always saying to myself, when I run up the rocky steps, when I hit my weight loss goal, when I lose 200 pounds, when. And every single day, I was like a shark with laser focus. I was like a horse with blinders on. I was literally in that zone where nothing else mattered but succeeding. And, you know, I personally could tell you guys that the last few years of my life have been so unbelievably difficult because of losing my father, losing my cousin, going through rough times with family and friends, and then, you know, changing jobs a couple times, and then getting injured multiple times because a lot of the stress that I was dealing with was causing me to get injured, and all these different things that happen, right? All of a sudden, if made its way back into my vocabulary because life was punching me left and right. All of a sudden, if started creeping in, and my actions started to mirror my mentality. And I could tell you guys that straight up. We're always transparent here. Like, even the greatest motivators in the world have had moments of where they, you know, lacked in what they were trying to accomplish. And I am back in a place right now where if is not even, I don't even think about this shit in terms of if anymore. I really don't. Like, I'm in the gym just thinking about, man, when I run that Ninja Warrior course, man, when I'm able to do pull-ups like a machine, man, when I'm able to do like 50 push-ups, man, when I'm able to hold myself up, man, when. It's not, there's no if. There's literally no if in my head about this, and my actions are mirroring my mentality. My actions are mirroring my confidence. My actions are mirroring my self-esteem and my belief and my faith in my ability to carry out this mission. So that's why I said, it's like last night I meal prep. I never meal prep. I really don't. Last night I did, and it wasn't even a hassle. I did it like boom, boom, boom. Didn't even think twice about it. Just did it. This morning, got up, fasted cardio. Didn't even think twice about it. Just did it. And like I said, you're not going to need as much motivation when your mentality is a doubtless mentality. And I know that, you know, like I said, you're human. We're all human. We're going to have bad moments, bad days. Life's going to hit us sometimes, and we got to get back up, right? But it's different when, like I said, it's different when your mentality mirrors. You know, your action's going to start mirroring your mentality. It's a different experience altogether, because it makes it, flat out, it just makes it fucking easier. Like, it just makes things easier. It really does. Like, I mean, there's no cutesy or profound way to say that shit. It just makes things easier. When you stop having a bitch ass mentality about your dreams and goals, it makes achieving them easier. It really does, because when you have a bitch-ass mentality about this shit, when you're constantly doubting everything, it makes everything a hassle. It makes everything a fucking burden. It makes everything you do seem like, what's up, Ian? It makes every single thing that you're doing seem like this overwhelming task that you have to, tackle. Oh God, I gotta meal prep. Oh God, I gotta hit the gym. Oh God, I gotta do this. Oh God, I gotta do that. Like I said, this is applicable to everything. It's most applicable to me right now because I've been talking about this Ninja Warrior thing for a while and stuff, and I'm really gunning at it right now, and I removed if from my vocabulary, and I'm hitting it hard, and I could just, like I said, right now I'm the Mario that wrote that book 3 years ago. Right now, I'm the Mario that ran up the Rocky steps. That's the Mario that is here right now, okay? And I am only this Mario because I removed if from my fucking vocabulary. And I stopped thinking about all my goals and dreams in terms of if, maybe, we'll see. And now I'm thinking of everything as a when this happens. Look, it doesn't guarantee it's going to happen. Let's just put that out there. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you don't know this about me, I am the perfect hybrid of a realist and a dreamer, all right? So I'm going to tell you right now, just because you eliminate if from your vocabulary doesn't necessarily mean the ultimate goal is going to happen. There's a way higher chance of it happening, but what will happen is you will become better regardless. So even if the ultimate goal isn't achieved, right? Even if that ultimate goal is never attained, even if I'm never on the show American Ninja Warrior, right? In the 5-10 years that I am living this kind of ifless lifestyle, chasing after this crazy dream, right? All that's going to happen is I'm going to become a way better version of myself than I've ever been. So even if I never get on that show, I'm going to be better than I've ever been. So it's a win-win. You realize what I'm trying to say here? So that's like the guitar player example again, right? Even if the guitar player never becomes Jimi Hendrix, Robert Plant, you know what I'm saying? Even if the guitar player never becomes, fucking Bob Dylan, greatest guitar players of all time, right? If he chases that dream with the mentality that failure isn't even a possibility, that he will eventually become the baddest fucking guitar player that ever lived, right? Even if he never does. In the process, he will become a better guitar player than he ever was had he had the mentality of doubt and if. He will become better than he ever would have if he had that mentality. So removing the word if from the equation, like I said, does it 100% guarantee ultimate success? That's debatable. What it does guarantee is you on a personal, spiritual, emotional, physical level having ultimate success. Okay? That's what it does guarantee. And I can attest to that because I've done it. Multiple times I've done it, okay? So that means I can attest to this. It is 100,000% truth. Your perspective, your perception, your mentality, your belief affects your actions. Okay? If you don't really believe this shit in your heart and soul that you're trying to do, your actions are just gonna follow suit. You might have like ebb and flow. You might be up and down. You're gonna be half-assed though. That's just fucking plain and simple. You're gonna be half-assed with the shit. That's it right there. If your belief isn't up to par, if you don't have utmost faith in your ability to accomplish that goal, your actions are going to follow suit. Your actions are going to mirror that belief you have in yourself. So, bottom line, just delete if, man. There's a chapter in my book. If y'all haven't bought the book, take your ass to the link in my bio. Buy that shit. There's a chapter called Live an Ifless Life, all right? Live an Ifless Life. And, you know, like I said, it's not going to be applicable to everything. It's not like, well, if I have to go to work today, it's like, well, so, you know, you have to go to fucking work. You got to make money. You know what I mean? But like, it's about your dreams and your goals and your aspirations, man. If you want to have ultimate success, you have to have ultimate belief. All right? Now I'm going to take my ass back to work. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, all you need is a start and some heart. Peace.